Welcome to the Traveling Cheesehead Podcast, where real stories, local voices, and unforgettable destinations come together. This is Destination Diaries, conversations with people who know their destinations best.
Hi friends, I'm Dannelle Gay, the Traveling Cheesehead. Travel writer, TV host, and someone who believes the best trips don't start with a bucket list, they start with a conversation. Every week, I sit down with someone who knows their destination inside and out to uncover the stories, flavors, and experiences that make it truly worth the trip. After the break, you'll meet this week's guest. So grab a cup of coffee, of course in your travel mug, and let's hit the road.
Let me introduce our guest for today. I am so excited to chat with Marce, who, well, I'm going to let her tell you about her title and her destination, but I just want to say welcome to the show, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Dannelle. Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Marce Johnson. I'm the CEO of the Owen County Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development. I have lived in Owen County my entire life, and with the exception of going away for school for a few years, I just absolutely love my home, and I'm so excited to tell you about it today.
So I'm glad that you're here. And before we dive into all the fun stuff, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what makes your destination such a great place to visit?
Well, we are very rural, but we are very accessible. I don't think most people realize that we're only 45 minutes south of Indianapolis, which makes it faster to get to us than it is to get from the east side to the airport. And then also we have 17 miles away, we've got Indiana University, the national champions. And so we have a lot of amenities. And so you can really get to Owen County pretty quickly. And then when you get here, we have a lot of great things for people to do. And I think that's what surprises people.
Wonderful. So we're going to dig into our 7 questions and have a little fun. What makes your destination special? The thing that really surprises most first-time visitors, kind of the thing they don't expect when they arrive, but end up talking about long after they leave.
Well, because we are a small rural community of only about 2,400 people, I think the thing that surprises most people is that we are a small town with big destinations. So we have the first state park in the state of Indiana, McCormick's Creek State Park. We have the largest waterfall by volume here in Owen County. We have 2 wineries. We have a brewery. We've got these great coffee shops and gift shops. We've got a movie theater. And so for a small town, there's just so much to do, and you just kind of get that hometown feel. So I think that's what makes us special.
Wonderful. I'm already picturing like Hallmark movies and, like Bedford Falls kind of a vibe. So that's awesome.
I would love to get a Hallmark movie filmed here.
So let's say someone only has 48 hours in your destination. We love our weekend warriors. What would that perfect 2-day itinerary kind of look like? What are your absolute, they must see this, must do this, and should probably experience this kind of a highlight?
Well, we've got some great places for you to stay. Again, at McCormick's Creek State Park, you have the canyon in there. And then we also have fantastic Airbnbs. In fact, I have a lot of members of the chamber who have those. In fact, we have a historic mansion called the Beam Mansion. He's one of our founders here for Owen County. And there's a great Airbnb right behind that mansion. And so you can stay there and get a tour of that. But while you're here, I would definitely say go to our historic movie theater. It's the Tivoli Theater. E.M. Vyquezny is a famous sculptor who is from Owen County, who created the Spirit of the American Doughboy, those statues of the soldiers that are all around the United States. He's from Owen County. And so this is actually his theater. And when you go in, it's like you're actually outdoors in a Spanish garden. There's constellations over your head. And we have all of the first run movies for $5. And you can get popcorn and Coke for another $5. So I'm not for sure where you can go to the movies for $10, but you can do it here in Owen County.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that would be one thing for sure to do. And then we have our wineries. We've got the Owen Valley Winery, and they have great charcuterie boards as well as wine tasting and flights for you. And then we also have our Civilian Brewery. And in case you're into beer, that would be the place to go as well.
Boy, oh boy. Well, you answered kind of almost the next question. My favorite part here is food. It is such a huge part of travel. I think it ties people to, it ties to the people, the history, the community so well. What's one local food or drink visitors absolutely have to try, and where should they go to get the real deal?
Well, you must go to Main Street Coffee. It is downtown on the square. It's on the corner. It's a fantastic coffee shop. It's an experience, and it's owned by a family. This couple has 8 children. All of their children work there. They have 2 sets of twins, all the way down to the youngest, which I think are about 12 years old. But they have a peanut butter cup mocha and a creme brulee latte. And
Ooh.
everything they do is over the top. And those are the 2 things you must get from them. It's just awesome.
Ooh, I love like creme brulee French toast. And now when you say mocha, I got to put that on my list. That's another thing I have to do in Indiana.
They toast the top of it. It's just like you're having creme brulee, but it's a latte. It's wonderful.
So tell me about a piece of hidden history or like a story from your area that most people don't know, but probably should, something that gets overlooked.
So one of the recipients of the Medal of Honor is from Owen County, and people know him as Forrest Gump. So he's right here from Owen County. And when you're watching Forrest Gump, you're actually watching footage of him receiving his Medal of Honor. And so there have been many times when he has come and joined the chamber for different videos or been down here in our community. And so we're literally the home of the real Forrest Gump.
Oh, I love that movie. And I mean, I'm an ambassador for the Wisconsin Veterans Chamber of Commerce. So I'm a sucker for, any good military story or history. That's awesome.
Well, and I'll tell you another quick story if you have it.
Sure.
We also, in the 1800s, we had our local businessmen, and I just found this out a year and a half ago. In an attempt to bring business to the downtown area, they threw live chickens and ducks off the roof of the courthouse. And I'm like, you're kidding me. But they did. And if you caught one, you could take it to the local grocer for your holiday bird. And so we have reenacted that, but not with live chickens. So the chamber actually hosts a chicken chuck event, and we chuck those chickens. The firemen chuck rubber chickens off the roof of the courthouse. And if you catch it, you get fried chicken from our local grocery for a year.
It is not easy to chuck rubber chickens. I did that as part of a fundraising event. We'd had like a giant, almost like slingshot, and those things don't necessarily fly the way you want them to fly.
They don't.
But that's a lot easier than catching like, a 5-pound frozen chicken.
Yes, I agree. And it was so much fun. People dressed up. They had such a good time. So it's our chicken chuck event.
Oh, what a blast. That is so funny. Okay, so if visitors really want to meet local people and feel like a part of the community, not just pass through, where should they go and what should they do?
Well, we have several festivals, and our festival in Spencer, which is our largest town, is the Apple Butter Festival. It's held on the courthouse lawn. It's a 3-day event. Everyone comes out. In fact, we have family who maybe they've moved away, but they come back for the Apple Butter Festival. And we have a parade with all the fire trucks and everything. So that's fantastic. And then we have a smaller community called Cataract, and that's where the waterfalls is at. And they have a bean dinner. And that's one of my favorite festivals to attend in the year. The fire department puts this on every year, and they cook these great northern beans in these huge cauldrons. And most of the time, if you go to Cataract, there might be 20 people there. But at the Cataract Bean Festival for that weekend, hundreds of people show up. And if you're not there by noon, you're probably not getting those beans. It's fantastic. Another thing is we have our farmers market. You're going to meet all the locals every Saturday at our farmers market, and absolutely our fair. We have a great local fair. And on Saturday, the last day of the fair, we have our demolition derby. And that is the quintessential event of Owen County. If you want to have a good Owen County feel, you got to go to the demolition derby. Make sure you grab a blanket because you might get a little mud splattered on you. It is so much fun.
Now, one thing that I've learned, growing up is that travel doesn't have to be expensive to be memorable. And we know that, a few people's pockets are a little on the lighter side right now. What is a great way to explore your destination on a budget?
So recently we completed our My Path Trail system. It connects the town all the way to the McCormick's Creek State Park. That's obviously free and you get to walk along the river. We've activated different areas down there and we have sculptures. We also have pavilions. So it's just a beautiful walk. So that's something that people can do, as well as go to McCormick's Creek State Park and enjoy the waterfalls there. And then we have all kinds of shops and restaurants in our downtown area on the square, just for you to take your time, walk through, and just feel the town.
Lovely, lovely. Outdoor experiences and then outdoor street art, especially since COVID. I think people have really gotten back outside, and I love the resurgence of the different artists, what we've seen from sculptures to murals. It's been just a very fun thing to kind of watch bloom. It's kind of a fun way to go. All right. Wow. What's your favorite only here experience? Something visitors truly can't do anywhere else but at your destination.
So recently we had a farm open up called Compass Rose Sanctuary, and they don't readopt those animals out. They keep them there, and it's just this pristine place that you can visit. But the woman who owns it, she just absolutely loves pigs. And so she has 120 pot-bellied pigs. And so you can come to Owen County and you can go and visit with them. You can go and have a little paint and canvas time with the pigs. And it's just so much fun. And you'd think, well, where can I do that? Well, you can do that in Owen County.
And people don't realize how smart pigs are.
They
They're
are.
smarter than a lot of dogs even.
It's really been fun for us to learn more about them, because she has them divided up. She knows all of them by name. They all know her. And you're right. It's just fun to see them interact.
Wow. This brings us to the end. I have just one last kind of like a tagline for you here. You haven't really been to your area until you have what?
There is a lot to see, and we call it in the Sweet OC. So we call it the Sweet Owen County. So there's just a lot to see here in the Sweet OC.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much, Marce, for sharing your local expertise and insider tips with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure learning more about your area, and I'm sure our listeners are ready to plan their next adventure.
Absolutely. We'd love to have them. Thank you so much for letting us share about Owen County.
So if you're ever in Owen County, guys, be sure to check out Marce's recommendations. Everything from painting with the pigs, just sounds so fun, to the trail, the museums, the history, the downtown coffee shops. I've still got that creme brulee latte stuck in my head. I mean, these all sound like must-see, must-do things. So I'm going to put some information in the show notes for you. So make sure you check there for links, the hashtags, and all of that. That way you can get more updates, travel tips, and local stories from Marce's area. So thanks again, Marce, for joining us.
Thank you.
If today's conversation made you think, yeah, I want to go there, then we have done our job.
You've been listening to the Traveling Cheesehead Podcast. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your best travel buddies. Check back for another Destination Diaries episode every week. Thanks for listening. This has been a Traveling Cheesehead production.
I'm Dannelle Gay, reminding you that adventure doesn't always mean far away. Sometimes it's just one great story away. See you on the road beyond the exits.